What's up? It's your boy Karceno here, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I would buy anything 50 Cent is selling. Everything the man touches turns to gold. Everything he does is basically, what could you say? I mean, look at all his work. If you look at 50 Cent's body of work, the man has not put out one bad album, period. He just haven't. I mean, I don't. People hate him and dislike him, and I'm like, man, what bad album did he put out? And I mean, consistent work from even when you thought, oh, he's not putting in anything. The man was putting out nothing but hit after hit from mixtapes, from G Unit to his own projects, and doing films. What bad movie did he really put out? Nothing. All the stuff he did with Grindstone Entertainment, I had no problems with. All the movies that they was putting out under that umbrella. Nothing. People let the media and everybody else turn you against a certain person, and so he might go against somebody you liked or whatever, or say something, but he does it to stay relevant in the game, and nobody has still stayed relevant like 50 Cent. I mean, to be somebody they tried to cast out and etch out, he made it. It's like, okay, you're going to have to deal with me one way or another. Like 50 Cent got not just power, he got like 2, 3 more shows. He got a new show coming on Fox, and then he got another 2 projects that's coming out in 2016. So, not to mention his the Kanan CD that we've been waiting for. Street King Immortal, I don't know if we ever get that. But any type of songs, anything 50 Cent put out, I go get. I go first hand and buy. Because it's definitely a hit. So you don't have no problems with it there. But y'all let the media turn y'all against certain people just for your own reasons. Or y'all don't like the way 50 Cent dissed one of your rappers or something and just held a personal vendetta against them. So, on that point, I exit. I just wanted to let everybody know that I heard all your questions. I read a lot of them. Some of them are repetitive. And, like, somebody keep talking about BJ Armstrong. I don't know who that guy is. Like, every comment is about BJ Armstrong. Like, why does he care so much about BJ Armstrong? So for you, I will not be making a video about BJ Armstrong. So, what was the other question that the other fans had that I saw a lot of, either in the chat section or not any requests? I mean, just questions. Oh gosh, I don't have my PC in front of me. What was it? Oh yeah, I answered that. How do I know this stuff? There was another question on there. Oh yeah, another thing. When I say the names wrong, sometimes I do that on purpose. The majority of the time, because it's like paying homage to my uncles and stuff that, they like out the loop. They always would say names wrong, so I just do that. It's like a comedy thing. Like me and my friends, like we would do that. Just nostalgia. People, and it drives y'all crazy too. That's another reason too. It's hilarious. People like, oh, he said death low. And I'm just cracking up laughing because I was like, look at these comments all about that. That's funny. And oh yeah, I will do I didn't forget the hood stories. I got thousands of those. They can never go old. The hip hop, somebody asked me to do some more of those and stuff like that, and like I'm running out of. How could you run? Hip hop got so many stories, insider stories. It's just some stories you can't tell. Like it's some stories that just involve other people in ways that they wouldn't like told. So you just can't throw that out there. If you tell it, you gotta mended in a way where some people just magically weren't there. So you have to piece it together. Like, it's one of the stories I did, and people missed everything. I'm like, man, they missed everything. And that whole story, if I'd have heard that story, I'd be like, oh, wow. They skipped. This part is missing, and that's the big piece right there, actually. And I just left it blank. And it just went to the next point. Nobody even asked how it went to the next point. And I'm like, okay. Everybody missed it. So I did my part to perfection. And yeah, this guy asked what CD music I'm listening to. I'm listening to, right now in my car, Jada Kid's Top 5 Dead or Alive. It's been like that for the past 2 weeks. Definitely one of the best albums out. What do I think of Chief Keef? Yeah. Chief Keef, like, I barely know him. Like I told you, this is not like my genre. But from the area he in, I know people that know his peoples. Like the people that he roll with, his cousins and stuff like that. My cousins about their age and they know each other. It's just like Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose went to school playing high school ball with my cousins. You know, my cousins in athletics, so they knew each other from then. You know, Derrick Rose used to play video games at their house, so it was nothing for them to see Derrick Rose every day. Then he became the Derrick Rose. So it's like, dude, you know Derrick Rose? It's like, dude, Derrick Rose is from Inglewood. It's not like he came from the suburbs. He came from Inglewood. So yeah, people gonna know him. And what else they were talking about? Oh yeah, I did get somebody asked me, like, do I get in trouble for some of the videos? So I did. I do get emails and stuff and letters from people, and people have responded to it on Instagram, and they went through ways to, like, stop my video, and then I re-released the video, and then they chose, for some reason, I don't even know how they did it, chose not to monetize it. Like, we're not even gonna monetize it. I'm like, gee, all right. And somebody just mad, not because it was wrong, it was because it was out there, you know. And I was like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have said it or worded it that way, because, you know, he probably didn't want nobody to know like that, the way I worded it. I should have just told the story inside of it without putting it on the caption. That's the only thing I probably should have done. I knew why Corrupt did what he did when he was saying what he was saying towards me. No problem. I saw his Instagram, but I left him alone because I know what he's doing. See, it's the denial phase. Like what? No, man. They just got my stuff all wrong. But his situation is far. I did it with a light touch, with a light brush stroke over his situation. Like, I could really go deeper into that, and it would not be nice. That's what you would do to somebody you didn't like, if to go down that road with him. And I didn't go down that road with him. So I'm just like, nah, it's okay, cool, you leave it alone. You just go on to the next. And no, I'm not going to send in any music to anyone. And this is why. Remember I told y'all I was going to do this? I was going to tell y'all exactly why I don't do this. And my advice to everybody in music: if you have to send your music to people so that they can listen to it, to see what they think about it, throw all your music away and get out of the business. Stop. Stop. Right now, get out of the business. The best advice I can give you: don't go into business of music. Get out. You never send your music to people to see what they think. you don't know your music by now, why do you need their opinion? You know what that tells a producer? You know what that tells anybody who's an A&R? Anybody who's looking for a new sound? You know what that's telling them? You are not sure about what you have. And if you're not sure, they cannot trust that you're going to deliver on time. They can't trust that you're going to do this. Because you know what happens? When you start sending music around to people and shopping it around to A&Rs, that's what most people do. They make music, they send it to people to see what they think. And you know what they say? Oh, it's not finished. Well, why don't you send this to so-and-so? Oh, it's not done yet. Well, how long is it going to take you to do this? And then it takes you 15,000 years to make one track because you're too afraid to put it out. And then you too afraid to go out and search to do what you have to do to turn it into people. You want to delegate it to somebody else to do while you just do music. No. Do you think that's how anybody who's making music in the business today did it? Or were they on their grind? They grind themselves in. They grind themselves to make it, the beats. They didn't say, well, here, just let me know what you think. They grind their way in a position so that the right people will tell you, man, this you? You got more of this? I got more of it. The confidence level that you have in yourself will dictate the confidence people have in you. If you don't believe it, they're going to know right away. I've been sent stuff and I knew right away that this person is not going to make it. Just from the way they were talking before I even listened. They just want a pat on the back to say, you're doing a good job. Keep up the good work. Get out the business. I remember I used to go to business seminars all the time, see all the greats, real estate investors and marketers. And I'm like, oh, this is going to be it. These are the tycoons of the market world. We all sitting there in suits. They got Robert Kiyosaki, Donald Trump, all of them in there talking and meeting with the people. And it was one guy who was at another seminar. Not the big one at the Stevenson Center. Not that. He was at a little convention that was free. You had to pay to go to his. Went in there. And this is 2006. I want to say 2006. And in 2006, there's two people sitting there. And I walk in. And this guy is talking as if he has 30,000 people in that audience. And he said, I'm going to give you guys the best information I have ever received in my life. And I was like, I'm waiting to hear this. He said, whatever you love to do, you love it. And he was like, what do you love to do? Everybody's saying what they love to do. He said, my advice to you, you coming here for my advice? Yeah, quit. That's it. One word, quit. Whatever you love to do, quit it. And I'm out. And he said, you want to know why I told you to quit? Because if you came here looking for my advice about something you love, then you don't need to do it. So that's the information I'm going to pass to you. If you need somebody else's approval to something that you love, and you need their advice on doing it, quit. Now, if you need their information on how to do it, that's different. But if you're there to get just approval of what you're doing, then you really didn't have the passion to begin with. So just quit. So hopefully this video gives you a lot of information that you didn't think you were going to get from the title. And that's another thing. You people stop with all the, I'd rather you watch the video than comment. The comments is crazy. I'm first. I'm second. I'm like, what does that even mean? I mean, maybe that's something that happens with everybody else. I appreciate the notions, but watch the video first. Then comment. I'd rather respond to that. Then I'm first. Stop responding to titles. Jeez. Watch. It's going to be a lot of people just talking about the title, and they're going to skip over everything we just talked about today. Now, how do I stop this thing?